everyone, welcome back to another installation video. And in today's video we have this Toyota 4Runner and we're going to do the installation for the headlight tint. So this is how it looks before the installation. This is your regular factory lens and this is how it looks after the installation. So the tint will provide protection on the lenses from yellowing over time, as well as protect it from any small scratches or any road debris that might hit the lens. Link for the product will be down in the description below. But with that being said, let's get started with the installation video. So before starting the installation, we want to apply Slip solution onto the lens and just remove any contaminants that the lens might have. Okay, so for this one, we're going to start off by applying Slip solution to the lens once again and onto the tint. And we're going to start off by aligning it to this edge first. So just place it down and align it to this end first. So make sure it just matches. It doesn't go curved in, it just meets it right on the edge here. And then lift the film and apply tack solution and then start tacking it down. Make sure you hold it in position and then just tack it down in place. Okay, once you have this section tacked down, we're going to work our way to this end. So make sure everything is aligned and you're following the design of the headlight. Okay, now that this piece is secured, we're just going to help the film align here. You're bringing it and it's aligning it here. And if you need to, just start applying tack solution. That way the film starts activating and stays tacked down. Okay, so right here, it is going to be tricky because it is a bulky headlight on this end. We're going to have to work our way on into helping the film mold to the curve. So when you're applying it, the way to go about it is making sure we start from this end first. So we're going to stretch the film up to it meets this edge here. And then that way, once it's stretched, all we need to worry about is just heating this area and helping the film mold into this curve here. So just apply Slip solution and then tack. That way we're able to stretch and at the same time the adhesive starts activating. So stretch up to the edge. Hold it in place for a bit. That way the film starts molding to the curve. So just hold it and then start applying tack solution and start tacking it down. Okay, now that we secured this spot here and it's not going to move, now we can focus on this portion of the headlight. So as you can see, we have quite a bit of film here in the middle. So what we're going to do is stretch the film going downward and aligning it to the design of the headlight here and just helping this curve over here. So you're going to need a lot of heat, tack solution, and maneuver it to the curve. So apply Slip solution underneath the film. Make sure this area is dry. And then start bringing the film down and hold it in position and start applying heat. That way this part starts molding to the curve. So just so you won't burn the film, apply tack solution and then start applying heat right in the middle. Hold it in position for a bit and then with one hand hold this piece down and then with the other start helping it mold. Since it is heated, the film should be easier to just tack down and press down. And just rinse and repeat the process until you're able to tack this portion down. So just hold it in place, apply tack solution, and apply heat. And something I recommend doing when you're trying to tack this piece down, squeegee at an angle or go how the curve is. That way you start helping the tint mold to this curve here. So as you can see, we brought down a lot of the material down. So it's just working your way up and down and just applying tack solution and heat. Let it cool off. Stretch it down and tack down. As you can see, the film has tacked down to the curve. And now we move on with this section here. Okay, now that we secured here, it's just finishing off this side here. So just lift the film, apply just a little bit of Slip solution, and then tack solution, just how we did here. And then just start helping the film mold to the curve here, and then aligning it to the edge here. And then just stretch down and tack it down. And it's not gonna reach up to the bottom here because this part is already dark. So as long as it covers up to the clear part, that should be fine. And then we're just gonna finish off with installing this piece here, removing the finger. And to remove this finger here, this last finger that we have here, we are gonna need to re-lift this film again. So just remove it just a bit, apply slip solution, and then just stretch it out. As you can see now the finger went down. Stretch it out and then little by little start removing the finger, as long as it reaches up to the corner here. And just to seal it, apply tack solution and heat. And now we just reapply this piece again. And you are going to have just a little bit of clear showing here in the middle. That should be fine. And that's it. And that's how you go about installing this side here. So once you finish installing this piece, it's just aligning this side, lifting this again, making sure we stretch to remove any fingers, and just applying this back. Because of the design of the headlight, it is a tricky installation, but just take your time and you'll be able to install each section. Now we move on with the small piece here. So with this one, it's just this little small curve here. So before installing, we want to make sure we heat around here and seal it. So make sure we apply slip solution here and seal the top part, because we're going to overlap the next film on top of this edge. Okay, now that this section is secured and we see that the film isn't lifting, now we can install this top piece. So with this one, just apply slip solution just on this portion, and it's going to be this small section. We want to start off with aligning the film right to this edge first. So align it there, and it is going to overlap with this one. So that's perfectly fine. Once you have it tacked down, apply tack solution, hold it in place, and secure it by tacking it down. You can apply heat just to help the adhesive activate faster too. Okay, and now that we secured this spot, now we work our way to molding the film to the curve of this headlight for the 4Runner. So just go with your finger, help it mold, and it's gonna go like that. So just go slowly and tack it down, and it should cover all of this curve right here. We have to do this small piece because of the design of this curve, and we want full coverage on this end. So yeah, just help it, tack it down, and it should be like this. And just apply heat to start activating the adhesive on the film. And just make sure there's no water bubbles behind the film before we move on with the next installation here. Okay, so for this final piece, same procedure. Apply slip solution on top and on the lens. And we're going to start off by aligning it to this edge first. So this one's going to be worked on section by section as well. So first we're going to start off with this section. So it's not going to cover this top piece of the headlight that's sticking out. It's only going to cover the flat surface down here. So just align it right up to the edge there. Apply tack solution, and then with heat, activating the adhesive on the film to secure this spot, since we're going to need to stretch the film. So once we have this section tacked down, we're just going to lift the film and continue aligning it up to the edge here. So just stretch a little bit and tack down as you go. So it's just working section by section. Stretch and tack down. And just continue stretching up till you reach this end here. And like I said, it's not going to cover this top edge here because this is going up. So it's only covering only the flat surface. And that's it. So once you finish installing everything, the last thing to do is just applying tack solution all around the edges. That way we start removing any fingers that are still showing on each edge and making sure we just seal everywhere where we overlap the film. And that's it, you're done. Okay, so that concludes the installation video for the headlight tints for the Toyota 4Runner. We hope that this video helped you guys out. Don't forget to give the video a like, make sure you subscribe, and turn on that notification bell. That way you don't miss any upcoming installation videos. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.